guys, my name's Michael. I'm a Weedle reporter for. I work with Weedle and obviously many others. And I wanted to say thanks for showing your support, not just the community of PokeMC, but to the weekly Weedle. When you guys watch Weedle's videos, you're helping us out to keep us going, even though we might not get anything out of it. Yeah. So apart from that, right? Weedle is really busy, so I thought I'd do this little show for him. Or not show, but you get my drift. I thought that I'd share a little news. So lately we had obviously it's Thanksgiving, or yesterday was Thanksgiving as the recording, and furthermore, PokeMC has celebrated their 4th annual anniversary and they celebrate it for a week, so that's pretty cool. We've had our struggles as a community, but apart from that, PokeMC is live and strong. We're still kicking. Sure, the player base might have gone down a little bit, but that's because of things like the Pixelmon shutdown, Pixelmon mod shutdown, I should say. But luckily it was revived by 2 other companies, or not companies, teams that ended up getting the source code or whatever it may have been. And now they have merged into Pixelmon Generations. So a little bit by little bit, we're still getting players in, so that's cool. Some of you may know me, Michael, as Mikalus, Mod Plus, or previous Mod Plus of the staff team here on PokeMC. Maybe gym leader, reporter, obviously, with Willow. That works really close with Willow for the live videos that you see, and general ideas. I listen to them when I watch videos. I read your guys' comments, whether you realize it or not. I do read them, the little comments that we get, and yeah. Apart from that, you might see a change of scenery and a face. That's obviously because Weedle is busy, and I thought without asking him, so shh. What? Without asking him, I thought I'd help him out with this. So, I've been on the community, or in the Pixelmon community of PokeMC for almost 2 years, and it's grown, it's changed, it's amazing. I want to take this time to thank the staff team, obviously, for the ever-changing staff team. They get new recruits in, new applicants that get accepted and tried out as mod, and they do great. It goes from the helpers, those that have been asked to help out a little bit more, that help anyways, but without being asked, like with the general questions, whatever it may be. The build team, they're working on a new region from the vote that the community has voted on, or the poll that the community has voted on, and so without further ado, I want to give a shout out to them, and I'm sure the rest of the weekly Weedle and the community will agree that not just the staff team has done a great job, but the community themselves. They've been there for the server. Most of them have, the ones that are always on, whatever it may be. The ones that have been truly active, they're either involved in teams or not, which brings me to the next point. Good job, team leaders and teams. You're doing great. There's some things hopefully coming out, I would hope, for teams and non-teams alike to do. So we're trying to keep you guys involved as much as possible, or not me anymore since I stepped out from staff, but the community really is a great place to be. They've been there for me at times that I needed them, not for like personal gain or anything, but when like I was down to the depths, whatever it may be. And I try to be there for whoever needs it. There's a lot of people, not just like me, but like others, they do the same thing. They're in this community for a reason, not just because they want something out of it or for themselves. There's a lot that people that care, and I think that's a great place to be. Shoutouts to DN and B, manager of PokeMC and also leader of Rocket, Team Rocket I should say, and then we've got Spartan CT of Magma, leader of Magma I should say, who's also mod of the server. He's previously been a mod plus, stepped down because of whatever it may have been, personal or real life stuff going on. But now he's come back, he's a mod again. He's been a great help, just with the community. He's even talked to me a few times. He's a pretty cool dude. Then we've got Weedle, our one of our chief bureaus, just like Spartan. They're both chief bureaus of team leader of Aqua. You might see a lot of things on his channel about Aqua. He is the team leader of Aqua. He does an extraordinary job there, along with pertaining to his mod duties and the weekly Weedle and gym leading. Like, oh my gosh, this guy's busy like I was. He's phenomenal, just like anyone else I'm going to mention in the future, whether it be team leaders or whatever. Then you've got we got Rocket, Magma, Aqua, what else? Galactic, Team Galactic. So Poet7 or Poet7, mod plus of PokeMC as well, along with being team leader of Galactic. Does a phenomenal job. He's been a little busy, so he hasn't. He's trying to be there. He's a pretty cool guy. I've gotten to know him, not by voice because he doesn't really talk by voice, but just he's really good at his when he's there, and I want to say thank you for that. There's been times I've talked to him in text, and he's pretty chill about a lot of things. Then you've also got so my next team that I'm going to say good job on, the co-leaders of Plasma. So when I say co-leaders of a few of the teams I'm going to mention, especially Plasma, there is no single leader. However, on like the PokeMC Discord, there is the dispute that only one can be team leader, and they get put in, and they have to work directly with the team management. Team management being the ones that help decide events or the or what you can and can't do as a team. The team leaders are supposed to work with them really well. So we've got the co-leaders of Plasma, Kuvi and Midnight Umbreon. Kuvi, I should say Kuvira with 3 A's. And Midnight Umbreon. Midnight's been a little absent lately, but that's because he's going through a few things of his own. If he wants to share that, he can. I'm not going to go into details about that because that's his information. Furthermore, we got Kavira's mod of PokeMC and does a great job there. She doesn't want it, or she's co-leader of Plasma, obviously, but Midnight Umbreon is the team leader. However, he's still co-leader, so he has the same power as Kuvi. However, he has to work hand-in-hand with Lord Moran, the team coordinator, along with the rest of the team management. So that's really the difference between co-leaders and team leaders, I guess. Next, we've got so we've got Skull, no, Flare actually, Flare. Team Flare, we got Mod Plus Dobby, he just recently got promoted. Congratulations to you, Dobby. Along with the new Mod Pluses and Star and well, Star's been Mod Plus for about a month, but we or so, and Drago, who got promoted at the same time as Dobby. Congratulations to you guys. Drago Vishel, I should say. Not Drago. We call her Drago. Anyways, my point is, Lieutenant Dobby, gym leader. He's a Mod Plus. He's a team leader of Flare. The second team leader of Flare, I should say, got passed down to him. And then you've got. Sorry about that, guys. I might be catching a cold or something. So, you got Team Flare leader, gym leader, Mod Plus, Elite 4. He's an Elite 4 member, guys. He's very active. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. And then so then the other team leaders that we have are these Team Skull. Team Skull is Mod and previously Mod Plus, but had to step down for personal reasons. Not because they got in any fights or anything, but because that never happened. But because they had real life stuff to tend to. But now they're back, and we're glad to have them. And without further ado, I will say thank you to our other weekly Weedle reporter that works really close with me, along with the others. Willow Song. Willow Song is obviously reporter for the weekly Weedle. We've got. She's also Mod. She's team management, so even though she's the team leader, she's very indifferent on things when it comes to her team, and she makes sure that doesn't get in her way. She's very professional, along with being personal with a lot of the staff, making sure everyone's okay. She's a really good person, and she deserves a lot of things, just like anyone else I've mentioned and will mention. Don't mention. This community's awesome, guys. We've got. So she's team leader of Skull. She's team management at the same time. She's weekly Weedle reporter, Mod. I think I said that. Actually, no, I didn't. Not when this list. And she's also made a few of our mini games that we have on the server. So shout outs to all of them. Now for the Rangers, the PokeMC Rangers, where I was originally co-leader of, just like Plasma, the co-leaders of Rangers, and Plasma, just like Plasma, the co-leaders of Rangers work hand in hand together, and it's the same deal. Only one can have the tag team leader on the PokeMC Discord, and they use that to work with the team manager better, or as much as possible. So we've got Elo and Rose. Elo's helper of the community, or helper of PokeMC, and he's also weekly reporter. He's responsible to make new guides for Spartan and the rest of the weekly Weedle. Like guides being battle guides, so that you can learn how to use Pokemon better, which is pretty neat. I've even learned a few things from them. Then you've also got him being team leader, or not team leader, co-leader. So originally it was just me and Elo as Rangers, right? And then I stepped down to help Plasma start up. So and then now it's Elo and Rose Blackbones, Elonius and Rose Blackbones. Again, they're both helpers of the community. Elo is Elite 4, just like Dobby, along with Gym Leader, because you have to have been a Gym Leader to be Elite 4. So he's a busy man. He really is. He's got a life outside of PokeMC, but is still like very active, which is really cool. If you ever need to talk to anybody, a lot of these people that I've previously mentioned, they'll be there. If you're just a random person in the community or need to talk to somebody, they won't give you a hard time for going to them. They're really nice people. So without further ado, give me 1 second. So without further ado, we've got the build team that will be working on a new, like I said before, region first that we'll be updating to, and other features will come. I don't know all the features since I sat down, and even if I did know some of them, I can't divulge those because that's not my information to divulge. Apart from that, we have the build team. Following this video, or this part of the video, there'll be a slideshow saying thanks to the staff team, right? So there's what we call staff, the official staff that deal with, like, that are mods and up, that have to apply to be that staff member to to be mod, so that they can moderate the server, and they are phenomenal. Obviously there's applicants that might get accepted that aren't the best. They don't stay long. That's either because of their decisions or whatever. I'm not going any further into that, but the staff team that we have now, and the staff teams and the staff members that have stepped down over the years, or just come and gone, phenomenal. A lot of them are phenomenal. A lot of them are even better than that. Build team, we got Abolishment, who's also EG manager. We've got and gym leader, and I think that's it. Then we've got Camo Lamau, who is also known as Camo, just plain Camo. He's also Elite 4. He's obviously a gym leader and team leader, like I said, or no, not team leader. I was the team leader Flare, stepped down from that. Was previously a mod plus. That's pretty cool. So is Abolishment, I should say. We've got and Abolishment's also Weekly Weedle Bureau. He makes sure the Discord doesn't get out of hand. If any, he has some other things to do with Weekly Weedle and stuff, but he's there. So that's pretty cool. So along with EG Manager, he has a lot to attend to. He's there for us guys, not maybe to talk, but as much as the others. But yeah, Camo is also EG staff, if I remember correctly. EG, for those that don't know or haven't seen our previous videos, EG is short for Eximius Gaming. Now the EG network owns PokeMC. We don't have an owner except for them. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So we got the new recruit Drago Vichel for the build team. She is also Mod Plus as of recent, and does a phenomenal job. Kyreus, build team, also manager of PokeMC. What else? We've got her in the Weekly Weedle, so sometimes she'll cover, sometimes she'll do sometimes she'll try to make mini games for participants on the forums to do. You've heard her voice and seen her Minecraft character a few times in her videos if you've seen a lot of them. She's also our blooper hunter, so sometimes she'll be invisible and she'll be making little funny things happen behind another person's back or whatever that we're interviewing, or she'll catch things before the full recording starts that probably shouldn't be posted, but they're bloopers anyways, so they'll be posted on a blooper reel. What else? Apart from that, I don't think I've forgotten anything about Kyra, but if I have, Kyra will let me know, and I'm sure Billy will put it up on the screen or something. saying what I forgot. But then we've got Popo 4456, or yeah, 4456. That he's been on the server almost since it was created, so he's been there for a long time. Excuse me. So apart from that, we've got he's just build team. So, and also co-leader of Plasma or Galactic. So you've got Poet7, who's mod plus and leader of Galactic, but Popo is his right-hand man, I believe, and or something like that. Next, we've got Sir Shut and Play, who's recently promoted, or who recently applied, as well as Drago, or something like that, to build team, and was recently added to the team. Sir is also a helper in the community, and does an amazing job with building, and I hope to see a lot of his builds to come. We should all hope to see some. Sir's a pretty cool guy. I've talked to him voice to voice a few times. Always, as long as he's awake and available, he's there to like just chill or to chat, whatever it may be. Then we've got PLJZ, also known as PL or Prova. He's admin of PokeMC, and I'll get to that later. But also EG admin. So technically, EG doesn't even have an owner; it's themselves. But he's one of those admins that the like 4+ admins that run EG. So yeah, he's also on build team. He's the build team manager of PokeMC, along with an admin and a few other parts of EG. Like our PokeMC's partner, Xcraft network, which has been phenomenal. They're still starting up a little bit, from what I hear and what I read. Next we've got, so that was the build team, the current build team. Though, just so you guys know this, the build team that built Kanto, the map that the region that we use to play on, to do legend hunts, whatever it may be. That took 9 months to build, from what I heard from Danny DeRito, one of the original owners of PokeMC, and that's pretty dang cool. So that was our build team. Our current helpers are currently Sir, as I mentioned before, Elonius, as I mentioned before, Rose, as I also mentioned before. Then we got Momo Nightcat. So Momo Nightcat is also a helper, obviously, as I just said. But if you ever need help, she's always there to like answer your question, if she's on, that is. Just, if you don't tick her off, like most of the people I have and will mention, she's always there. Even if you tick her off, she'll be as professional as possible, while still not being professional. In the sense of she's very kind and understanding. Zafan, also known as Thuradel, previously Zafan X, or Zafanx, also helper of PokeMC, previous mod, just like Rose. Yeah, they've been previously mod before, so staff has definitely changed quite a bit. The community has changed quite a bit, though it's glad to see these familiar 5 faces still with us today, helping, even though they haven't gone, or not, even though they haven't, like, they don't want to be mod, which is great. That's fine. It's not meant for everyone. It's tough to be a mod, believe me. It's tough to be helper sometimes. And they've done phenomenal work, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. So after build team and helper, we've got mods. So the current mods of the anniversary was Giggly Gengar, also known as Solus Gengar before, Caleb 1001, Kuvira, R. Snyder, also known as RS. We've got Sora Shionen, who's previously was a manager before leaving the community for a year or two, maybe 3 years. I don't know how long. Previously known as Shiny Sylveon, so we're glad to have her back. She's great. Then we've got Spartan CT, as I mentioned before, previous Mod Plus, all the other things I said about him earlier. Willie Man 91, previous Mod Plus as well, and team leader and all that. And then we also have Willow _song, or Willow Song. All of the people, all 8 that I've mentioned previously, or just now mentioned, do a phenomenal job. Absolutely phenomenal job. They're there to make sure you have a good time, but also there to make sure that people aren't doing what they're not supposed to. Or people are doing what not, you get my point. They're there to moderate the server. So, the next 4 people I'm going to name are Mod Pluses. We've got Star, the only Star I should say, Drago Vishel, also known as Drago. We've got Lieutenant Dobby, which is also known as just Dobby, and Poet7. All do fantastic jobs, or will do fantastic jobs. I know they will. I've been a Mod Plus before. I see the potential that they have. I see the potential that all of our mods and helpers and build team have, and most of the community have. And I hope they do too, in the sense of, I hope they also see the potential that this community has. And because once you're Mod Plus, you're considered upper staff. However, you're still mod. With the reason why the plus is there is you're not a manager. You're not there to boss other mods around, from what I've been told. And you're there to do extra duties, and it's a choice that you're given. Hey, do you want to be Mod Plus? You just need to do extra stuff, and it's a lot of extra stuff. It's a lot of hard work. So shout out to them. Good job, guys. Well, I hope to see good work from you guys in the future. Especially the mods. So our next 4 people I'm going to mention is the managers. We've got Anonymous1, also known as Maverick, DNNB, also known as DN, just plain DN. We've got Kyra. Screen name is Kyraeus, but she's cool with Kyra, so I've talked about her quite a bit already. You know her. Everybody knows her. She's a great person. And then you've got a manager who's been in the community for almost 3 years now, I think, maybe longer. He was Mod Plus for 2 months, or not 2 months, for 2 years, for getting offered manager, and he took the manager to help. I don't know what for exactly, but I'd hope it would be for the community. The Spyro, _Spyro. Also known as just plain Spyro, and not plain Spyro, but just Spyro. He's been manager for almost a year now. They do excellent jobs. And the rest of the managers, which I'm about to... So I named 4 managers, right? So like how Mod and Mod Plus are related, in the sense of Mod Plus is just Mod with a lot of extra duties. We've got Admin, which is manager but with extra duties. It's like how Lord once told me, Manager Plus, but it's not called that. So we've got Lord Moreron, owner of the Weekly Weedle, the founder, I should say, one of the founders, whatever that may be. He's also team manager, or team coordinator, and then we've got we've got Ordos Garada. He's the he's also a admin who helps the other admins, of course, but he's our newest admin as of 8 or 9 months ago. I want to say 8 months ago now. Almost 9 actually. Anyways, my point is that he's great. He's done a good job while still dealing with school. So he's pretty busy, but he's still there. He's a really nice guy. If you take him off, he'll let you know. But usually this guy, Ordo, someone I see is my brother in some ways. He joined the server almost within a week or less of when I first joined the server back in March 2016. We were I was originally mod about the same time. He was like a week later. Or he was mod a week later. I left the server and he came back. I came back. He was manager. So kudos to him. You did a good job. Keep up the good work. Then we've got PL, as I mentioned before, build team admin, Ichi admin. There's a lot that he does, and he still finds time to like chill, so that's pretty cool. So one other thing, the team management, they do a great job working with the teams, making sure everyone that within teams and not still have a fun time. We've got Star, like I said, or below, like I said before. We got the only Star, like who is in Galactic, but make sure that other teams are doing okay, working with them, letting him know what's going up. He's been really helpful with Plasma, so that's pretty cool. And I was previously on team management, but I stepped down from staff, so therefore I'm no longer team management. And I don't know if anybody else is team management anymore. So it's right now, as far as I know, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please post like an extra like thing saying who else is on team management. For those three, Lord, the team manager, or the manager of teams, I should say, of management. So what I mean by that is every manager has their own like thing that they cover, like tournaments, whatever it may be. Apart from that, this community, it takes effort, it really does, and some people don't want to apply to staff, from what I've heard, just talking to random people in the community. They're active all the time, because they don't know if they have the time to put in the effort, which is fine, but they also don't know if they'll do good. So my word to you guys is, if you guys want to help or see this community grow, you don't have to like apply to staff, whatever it may be. But just being generally helpful with other players. I don't mean like helpful as in, like giving them free stuff or anything like that, but just say, hey, how you doing? Or like a lot of the community does, you know. It's a group effort, not just on staff, but the community. That isn't staff. So any staff that wasn't mentioned, or any ex-staff that wasn't mentioned, just want to say thank you for the time that you put in for the server. We would not be here without you, both the Weekly Weedle and the community in general. Those that follow the Weekly Weedle and see what's going on with the server through Wheelie's channel, Wheelie does a tremendous job doing that sort of stuff. Sorry for saying if I'm saying a lot. There I go again. So, we've got teams, we've got non-teams, we've got lots of things going on that are staff that are not staff. That there's a lot of diversity in our group. We've got Australians, we've got not Germans, people from Germany. We've got people from the US, a few from Canada. Wherever you're from, you're welcome in the PokeMC community, as long as you're not being a Diglett. Diglett obviously meaning a nuisance. Check out what's going on our Discord. Just say hi. hopefully there'll be a Discord link in the description. If there's not, oh well. I can't do anything about that. Willie's going to be the one posting this. Without further ado, thank you for watching the weekly Weedle in the past, and stuff like that. And also thank you for supporting us. 4 years is a long time, whether you realize it or not, and it went by really fast for some people. It went by too slow for some, but at the same time, it was a good ride. I'm not saying we're going anywhere. That just means that it's been fun. It really is. Furthermore, one last thing. Enjoy the slideshow of our current NPC staff, staff in NPC form. That was for our anniversary event, or some of our anniversary events that we did. Thank you guys for watching. Without further ado, have fun. Bye.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test, to train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me. Pokemon, I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, yeah, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. So true. Pokemon, our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Every challenge along the way, with courage I will face. I will battle every day to claim my rightful place. Come with me, the time is right. There's no better team. On and on, we'll win the fight. It's always been our dream.